So at this point it's safe to say that Valve actually hates Counter-Strike. Everybody expected something for Valve for the first year anniversary of CS2. Something small, even a hotfix, anything that could give some hope to people who actually want to play the game, and not just like spend money to open cases. And guess what finally happened? They updated the anti-cheat. Yeah, the only problem is that they updated the anti-cheat for Deadlock, not for CS. The new game, they're putting 100% of their effort into growing and getting it mainstream. They basically straight up gave up on the game is much worse than CSGO used to be, the tick rate is still terrible, and overall the game still runs horribly. So why does Valve legit hate Counter-Strike? Why don't they just put the same effort into making the game better like they do with Deadlock? Well, Valve runs like a company at the end of the day. And if you measure the success by the amount of cash a game brings in versus the amount of effort you need to put it into the game to run, CS2 is by far one of the most profitable games you can make. You see, there's still a bunch of cases being opened, the market is at an all-time high, people are buying and selling skins left and right, and overall Valve is kinda happy. You know, the loop is kinda the same. They update the game every 3 months, they do some quick hotfixes to some random in the game, and people are gonna complain on Twitter over and over again. But what else do you think they're actually gonna do? They already have like 5,000 hours in the game. It's not like they're gonna just give up playing CS because Valve doesn't do a great job with it. They're gonna switch to face it, accept defeat, and move on with their lives. And that's what Valve actually bets on. And so far they're easily winning that bet. You see, this is happening because their other cash cow, Dota 2, is kinda dying. The game is no longer the game that had the biggest esports prize pool, ranking in millions of live streamers viewers. Nowadays, that's basically CS. And since Dota 2 doesn't bring the money anymore, they decided to switch their full attention to a combination of Dota and shooters, making their new game Deadlock. And if you know something about Valve, is that any game they put out is gonna do wonders because of Steam. Dota 2 and CS are still profitable with zero effort from Valve developers, so what's better than 2 cash cows bringing you the most passive income? 3 cash cows. So now I understand why Valve actually doesn't care about CS. From a business standpoint, they only care about profits, and Valve is by far one of the most profitable businesses that you can find. Just as an idea, Valve was valued at $10 billion in 2019. And now the good part, they only have like 300 employees in total. And that includes the people that are running Steam, the developers, the marketing team, and everything in between. And based on that, you can kinda guess where their main focus is at. Doing as little as possible for as much gain as possible, which is perfectly normal. Now, the next question is, as a CS player, should you switch to Valorant or not? Well, the answer is yes and no. Valorant is still a competitive game, and here you don't really have to worry about getting face it and other stuff since their in-game competitive mode works kinda well. The problem is that the skill level is much lower, there's legit zero competition to sign up with your team unless you want to play Premier, and there's legit nothing else to do than to aim to get Radiant on the leaderboard. So if you only care about playing the game that works, yeah, Valorant is much better. If not, stick to CS. If you want to play like Surf, other modes, or even just like play some random community maps, CS is far better. So basically, long story short, Valve legit doesn't really care about Counter-Strike, and I don't really see them changing anything because they still make a bunch of money from it. And if I were in their same position, just not doing anything and still getting like billions of dollars, I would kinda do the same. And now boys, the most important thing, subscribe and watch the next video, and also join the Discord server because I need you on my team. And also you can get like a bunch of free resources that will make you play better, aim better and stuff like that.
Arrivederci.